Hey guys, good to
Hello.
see you. First live stream, I think, at least for a current event. Nice to see you. Festivali Kenges 62 is in the running, and my name is Dominic, and we're joined by Yasha. Nice to see you.
Hello.
Doing well?
Yeah, sure. It's a bit late and the show lasts longer than expected, but of course, doing well.
Yeah, it shouldn't be surprising. I mean, we're talking about Albania. They're always pretty late, long, and they're taking their time.
Of
Let's
course,
say
yeah.
hi to Sarah Heron. Hey, nice to see you. Always a pleasure. So speaking about Albania, we don't know the winner yet, by the way, so we are
No,
still like
still waiting for it.
still waiting for it. Albania is not the first song who is revealed, not even the second one. It's going to be the third. We already got France and Czech Republic. So, what is your favorite so far from these two?
Well, performance-wise, by far, Friends. I really like it. It's really beautiful and emotional. And I already knew Slimane before, so I really, really like it. But the performance let Czechia really down. But
Mm,
I think if I only listen to the studio version, it will be a lot closer between the two. Like the live performance really let it down. So
nice.
for now, Friends, but I see if she really improves a lot,
Yeah.
maybe rise above Friends in the final show. And
Okay.
you? What about you?
Not the fan of Czech, of the French song, sorry. So I prefer Czech, but there are so many songs to go, so it's very hard to
Mhm.
predict anything already. So yeah, maybe Albania will be a number one for now. We will see about that.
Yeah,
So,
I if one particular song got chosen, I am sure it will be my number one for now.
ooh, you're already teasing it. I see. So before we get into detail, I would say we say something about the format because it's a bit different this time. So I think last year, was it like, no, 2 years ago, they introduced a televote system because Albania was the last contest with 100% jury vote, like only 100%. And then they introduced the televote, but in a different way than it used to be. So they got two different winners, one for Festival Kenges and one for You Are the One for Eurovision. And that's what the televote is deciding. And the winner of the festival, which is like a different thing, is still the jury winner. And this time it's even stranger because uh, some of the songs are not in the final, but you're still able to vote for them for Eurovision. That's a bit strange, and I'm still a bit confused talking about it. So maybe you can say something about that.
Yeah, a lot of people are confused. It was since last year the televote, by the way. Yeah, it's giving a little bit of a disadvantage because when the songs are not performed as a whole, um, the viewers that maybe are only watching the final don't have the real experience of all the songs. Like Luan, the fan favorite at the moment, his song got in a recap a really old part. It was not the best part of the song, not the most catchy. So I don't think new viewers really have a good view and experience with the song. But yeah, like the songs of the first two nights, there were 17 newcomers in my head and out of my head, and um, eight of them qualified for the final. They can still win Festivali Kingis, but the other nine songs that didn't qualify, they can also still win the Eurovision ticket. It's what the viewers want, and the televote exists, if I'm correct, out of Albanian people, but Kosovo can vote as well, as Kosovo held its first Festivali Ikengis of Festivali. I believe it was the first time this year.
And there was something I wanted to mention. Like there was two numbers, and one of them was probably Albania. I'm not speaking Albanian at all, but I'm pretty sure it was for Albania, and the other one was for Kosovo, and it was literally saying Kosovo. So I'm pretty sure it was that. So it's kind of giving a hint of what could be heading
Hmm.
to Eurovision. We're still hoping like Kosovo might. get a debut at Eurovision, even though the political situation is still a bit strange and
Yeah.
difficult. But this is maybe a way for Kosovo to already participate in a way to decide the representative for Albania. So I think that's a nice catch here. I agree with you. It's strange, and it would be very like not sure, like not satisfying if someone who hasn't performed tonight would win. That would be
Hmm.
something very off here. And if that happens, I'm pretty sure they would change that
Yeah,
in the
for
next
sure.
edition. I don't think that's going to stay. But before we continue, I would like to say hello to Vile Bailey. You cut your finger. I hope you're doing better now. Sarah is asking who has won. Not sure yet because the show is still running. We will see about that. Hello, Lee. This is the first year they can vote. It's the second one. I thought it would be 21 because Sekret was, for me, like a fan favorite, and I was surprised that the jury actually voted for it. By the way, it's one of my favorite Albanian entries ever. Sekret was amazing, even though the Eurovision performance was a bit of a mess, but the one from Festivali Kenges was perfect. So it's the second year, you're right. And you are like looking forward to Norway, Denmark, Sweden, and Finland. So many national finals, and I totally agree with you. You should have seen the show though. It's good. It's a bit
It was
long,
it was
it's
really fun.
pretty long. And
W-
the thing about
Really
Albania
messy.
is that some songs are very similar and they're all in Albanian. So then for a non-Albanian speaker, it could be a bit of a stretch and a bit too long. But it shows the Albanian diversity very well, and also that they've got a lot of good singers because vocally, not all, but most of them were really on point, I would say. Um,
You didn't miss a lot of comedy acts. They have one comedian, and it was a particular strange performance of the 4 nights.
yeah, I see. I think is that Julita
The
currently performing, I think. Have
the
you got the live
comedian.
stream on? No,
Oh, who's
the one who was singing for Albania in 2018, 19, 19, I think.
um,
Loved her.
yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. She was my
That's her.
number three back then. I really loved the song.
Yeah, she was in my top 10, and usually Albania is never in my top 10.
No.
So that was really, really good.
My
Um,
Albania always starts for me like the song that wins always is like in the bottom 10 of Festivali Kenges, and then
mhm.
I started to listen it more, and it's always in my top 10 at Grand Eurovision Final.
Yeah. Hey Nelson, nice to see you. Who won? We don't know yet. The show is still running, so fingers crossed. We are already discussing it, but like the ones who are already performing, and we're making some kind of predictions who might be the winner. But once we know it, you will know first, believe me. Hi, FF. Um, Welcome to the national final season. This is one of the first ones in Albania. It's always in December. Actually, the 62nd
Yeah,
edition. It's almost as long as Eurovision, I think. So
since
Albania has,
1962.
yeah, that's a long one. It's really
Hmm.
big show there, and it has so much traditional. Which national finals would you suggest? Well, since you're already here, this one obviously, and my personal favorite is Norway.
Yeah,
Love Melody Grand Prix. Finland is also good if you just want one show. Then I would
yeah.
suggest Finland. If you
I
have a long breath, like want to see a lot of shows, then I think Norway or Sweden. And if you want something else, then I would suggest Benidorm Fest. It's quite recent,
I
but it's already like traditional. It's the one from Spain. So these are the ones I would suggest. What about you?
Yeah, Lithuania. It's also really long, and it's always very diverse with a lot of fun acts as well, like Strange and something you don't really see much at Eurovision. And my personal favorite is every year Estilal. It's
Yeah,
this year again. The songs are already out, and it's really, really, really diverse. And if you like something as Luan of this night, you will sure have every year songs you really like. It's really alternative. And I can agree, Finland, Norway, they have the best shows.
Yeah, Istilaul is always something I'm looking forward as well. And then sometimes there are countries which sometimes have national finals and sometimes they don't. For example, Belgium, last year they had a
Yeah,
national selection, and this year they were going for internal again, so it always depends. Plus, Luxembourg is returning finally after 30 years plus something, and they're having a national selection, and I'm so looking forward to this. It's going to
same.
be
I'm going to
exciting.
it.
Oh,
I'm going
lucky
to visit
you.
it. Yeah.
Lucky you.
It will
Okay,
be my first national final. So I'm really
cool.
excited.
Yeah, I can tell. So, hi, Nia van Bakstay. Hi there, nice to see you. And I hope you're happy with our answer. It seems like it is. You thought it was already over. No, it's not. It's Albania. So get used to it. You're gonna watch UMK, Belfast North, Melody Grand Prix, Benidorm, Fest, and Pesma. Pesma? Isn't that
Serbia.
Serbia? Yeah, I was about to say that.
It will. I think it will be like top three strongest this year. Like
Ooh.
if you watch at the lineup, I don't know if you've seen it, but
I've heard a few
Constructa,
names, not the whole
yeah,
one, but I
Constructa's
think that.
back, Philip
Oh, that's a big one.
Basos. It's like a really, really strong lineup. So I
Oh
think
yeah.
Serbia is going for a top 10 this year.
Hmm. And also, is still something you're looking forward. That's good because you're saying, Nelson, that it has a diverse, cool, edgy, interesting acts. Definitely. Ends up choosing the most balladish entries. I
Yeah,
mean, they did pretty well, didn't they?
yeah, it was also one of my favorites, but I agree that not the most like
Which was
interestingly
amazing.
song. Yeah, it was amazing, but not the most eye-catching songs win most of the time.
Yeah. And Lee loved to go there and is actually in Tallinn this year or next year, but can't watch the show. Hello, Laza. Nice to see you. We still don't know the winner. Otherwise, we would have talked about it already, believe me. But there was a comment, like where Betty said that you don't like any songs. And that's hard to believe because Albania had so many diverse songs this year. So
Hmm.
let's go into it because they're still talking and we don't have a winner yet. So let's say our favorites for now. Personally, which ones would you like to see winning? Which songs are your favorites?
Like the top three.
Yeah, three is good.
In top three, it's like a tie between Yasmina Hako with the song T. It's I think she's really young, but the song is really catchy. The
Hmm.
song didn't qualify for the final, by the way. And
Mm.
Castro Zizo, it's also always one of my favorites. I really like his song, his style. This year was one of the weaker songs for him, but
Mm.
I really liked it still. It was the first one of the night, like with a really raspy voice, and but I think he can do better.
It
I
kind of
don't know.
gave me like Romania 2013 vibes.
Yeah,
Like it's my life and career from The Voice a bit, especially
yeah,
in
yeah.
the beginning. I was like, huh? Kind of sounded like that.
Normally he has a little bit less gospel and more like a really dark theme. I remember his lyrics are really, really strong, but also really deep and depressive and dark. But my number two is RC Bako with, I think, Zhyohu, but yeah, Zhyohu.
ZGJOHU. It's
Yeah,
something Europeans, like Western European people can't
can't
pronounce. I'm
say
sorry for that.
no. But I really, really like the song at second listen. Like when I listened it to the first time, I thought it was really good. But when I saw it again, I was like, dang, this is really good. But my winner, and I can speak for most people if I watch my Eurovision scoreboard, is Luan with the song Perez Persetiria with repetition is the mother of learning. It's such a crazy song. It's giving me Constructa vibes from 2022, and it's his vocals are amazing. He didn't qualify for the final, which is absolutely yeah, bonkers. I can't understand why. Yeah, even the motto of the slogan of the FIK this year is like speech as well, like lyrics, and Luan really fits that. But yeah, it's not a jury song, but it's
Mm.
by far the best song for me this year in FIK. And if it wins, it will be one of my top three most likely of the whole season.
Yeah, I would say, like, just to emphasize it, Luan is still in the competition in terms of heading to Eurovision, not for Festivali Kenges win anymore. That's why we haven't seen him in only in the recap, but not as a whole performance. Again, it's a bit confusing, but Albania decided to do that. Um, Before, yeah, Adam is saying like Adam wants a male soloist. That would be Luan, for example, or like a group. To be fair, we had a group last year,
Mm-hmm.
officially Albina and the Family or something. But mostly it was like again male, ballady, very traditional
Mm-hmm.
sound, which is something Albania usually goes for. I
Yeah,
would
with
say,
of course black and white. Sorry, red and white. Black.
yeah,
It's late. Black and red.
yeah, okay. Um, so Lee is asking, which songs do you think have like the potential to get Albania to the final again? I must say that last year they were in the final. It was close. I think they were ninth in the semi and
Yeah,
22nd in the final. So like at least they got in. Usually
yeah,
Albania is qualifying most of the years, but then ends up in the like
20s.
yeah 20-ish region, like 18 to 22nd or something. What do you think? Which songs do you think will get them to the final? Keep in mind that it's only televote in the semis.
Yeah, Luan, then of course. I
Mm-hmm.
really think they can qualify, but also Duya last year qualified
Yeah.
with the televote. So if they stage it right, maybe RC Baco can qualify.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's not my personal taste, but Besa with yeah, I have to what Besa again? Besa
Remember
Kokadima.
Nadore
Yeah, Kokadima. Maybe
and
she
the
can
other one?
qualify.
Yeah.
So I know she's a real fan favorite. And what do you think?
Um, so hard because songs like Luan, they can be like hyped up like Constructor, they can flop like Telenovela, which I'm still not over it because it sounds like a mixture of these two, so it's very hard to predict. But if you
Hmm.
like follow the hype and you just get blended by it, you would say this is the one you should go for.
Hmm.
Personally, as you have said, RC with the song, I'm trying it again. Trio is the one I would go for. I really liked it.
Is that
I
your
must,
favorite?
it is my favorite actually. Together with like Beza, like Kukidima, she was also pretty good. I liked her. She was always, she was already something you could remember from her looks, from her outfit. And also the sound was a bit different. It wasn't just a ballad, it
Hmm.
had something to remember. And that's pretty hard considering that we saw like 22 performances. So that's a
Yeah.
lot. And you need to stand out in some way. And I think she managed that. I think these two would qualify pretty easily, I would say. They have something which is memorable. My third favorite would be Thierry Gyösi. He was
Yeah.
quite early in the running. I think he was good as well. His voice was amazing. I loved it. And the song had nice progression and he looked good. And I think everything was great. Not 100% certain about the final there because it might get forgotten. But
I think it
personally,
will.
yeah, there you go. But I think it was a good performance and something you should remember. I also have something else in a good position. It's Michela Balucha. Herwetten.
Mm.
Do you remember that? That was the one with the green background.
Yeah, it was my seventh place.
Yeah, exactly. So we are quite in a similar place here.
Yeah. What do you
Pretty
think about Luan?
so hard to say. So personally, I think it grabs your attention and then you don't know what to think about it. I'm more leaning towards not for me side, but
Hmm.
I see the appeal and it's provoking in a way and something you are remembering and you need attention. Otherwise, you won't get votes. So I wouldn't be mad because it would be something risky and it wouldn't be like an Albanian female ballad. And I think
Yeah,
Albania should mix it up. So
really
maybe that's the best chance for them.
like the Netherlands this year for the first
Ye-
time ever, like a risky song.
Yeah, yeah. And also, I think that was only the only one with English lyrics in it.
Yeah.
Everything else was fully Albanian. And I
Hmm.
think they were like a bit further than that in the past. Maybe they got a bit scared about Secret because they flopped. So they wanted to be like, okay, English is not for us, so maybe let's strip it back again. So I didn't say I hate the song. If I hate a song, I'm gonna say it, believe me.
I
Don't
hate
worry.
one.
You hate one. Spill the
Yeah.
tea.
It it's
Hate is a strong term, by the way. It's big dislike here.
yeah, but this it's more leaning to really really dislike. It's I gave it a 1.9.
Oh,
Yeah, it was the song of Malek Koreshi, like the guy with the really big muscles and the kind of Maneskin vibe.
yeah. I literally wrote down muscle guy in leather dress and voice like Maneskin. These were my notes.
I think like I think it was a combination of not the best vocals of the night and also a little bit new to performing, I think maybe,
Mm,
and it just didn't work for me, and it came off like as it wasn't a real complete fit yet. And I sometimes it works for me when a song is not complete, and when the artist is kind of new, it can be charming, but
yeah.
sometimes it can really, really, really not work. And it was this time. I think I maybe could get behind the studio version, but yeah, the live version didn't do it for me. But I don't
Yeah.
hate it. I really strongly did not enjoy the performance so far. But maybe I
There you
will
go.
stream the Spotify version.
Okay, there you go. Where I wanted to go. FF asks, is kind of following the San Remo concept, like it's not actually a national final. Yes, they really emphasize it that this is like an independent one, and Eurovision is just a side effect, or it's like the side thing, not like other ones where this is like the dominant and main focus of the show. Yes, you're right. And it also challenges Sanremo in terms of the length.
Yeah,
Like we won't stay here until 3 a.m. or something, but it kind of is like the small Sanremo.
there's a recap back on, by the way.
Yeah, there you go. Um, Adam would choose Elsa or Castro Ciso. What do you think about Elsa? Because I have seen some hype about her.
Yeah, I think I like the song. It was yeah okay for me.
Mm,
But last year she was also performing. I don't know if you remember her. That was really good, and it also
mm.
won the contest. So she is the reigning champion,
Yeah,
but she didn't win the televote, so she
yeah.
didn't get to go. I think the song was fine, but
Mm,
it will be forgotten because
mm,
I remember a few of the song. I watched all the nights, but her song I can't come up how it went. It
mm.
was fine. That's what
Yeah.
I wrote down, I believe. But her vocals probably the best of the night.
Mm,
So I see the jury picking her again, but I
mm,
don't think the televote will pick her for second place again.
I see. Yeah,
What do you think?
I was a bit underwhelmed to be honest. I was like, I can tell by the audience that she was pretty popular, and it sounded like a typical Albanian winner, jury winner song.
Hmm.
But for me, it was like, not really into it. Pretty much like bowing. The vocals were fine, but otherwise, nothing really something to grasp or something to pick up on, I would say. So personally, not for me. So, of course, because I'm from Germany, this question always arises. Hello. Will Germany be last again? No, definitely not.
For sure not.
Uh, because I don't want it to happen. Actually, there will there will be something coming up about this topic. So I'm working on something here, um, and like tell you why the results were pretty poor and what Germany should do to prevent this uh, to the following ones. I mean, the track record is pretty devastating at the moment, and the last place from last year was pretty surprising, I would say.
And
Because I was
undeserved.
yeah, undeserved, even though it wasn't my kind of music. Don't get me wrong, but I was a bit like strangely surprised. I was like, this is something I wasn't expecting. And with some other entries, I was expecting it. And sometimes I
Mhm.
was expecting it, and then it didn't happen. Then we came second to last. So sometimes it's hard to predict that. Um, Lee is saying like UK and Spain turned it around. Yeah, they did with Sam Ryder and Slow Mo definitely. So even though you must say like the one from last year were pretty bad again in terms of the result. Blanca Paloma came last in the televote, and
Yeah.
MALMÖ, even though like the song is about love, but the
Hmm.
performance was very underwhelming. So
Yeah,
that's
it
why,
was.
yeah. Oh my God. So that's why she came like second to last, I think. So let's
Hmm.
see if Chanel and Sam Ryder were only one-time things, because next year they should really turn it up. Even though UK, like they sending Ollie for years and years, which is
Hmm.
like one of my favorite bands ever. So my expectations are very high right now.
For most people, I think.
Oh yeah, and if people are like, if countries are sending these kind of calibers now, Eurovision is really turning up. Maybe LOREEN had some kind of influence in terms of that you're sending the big names. Because if people continue to do that, and there are some rumors about other countries with bigger
Hmm.
names, that would be great. I would love that.
Australia.
Yes, for example. Can you tell me about the rumors about Australia?
Yeah, I can't pronounce the name correctly, but Danny Minogue of Minogue, I believe, like the
Yes,
sister
Minogue.
of Kylie Minogue.
Yeah.
And she's a really, really famous artist with a really big hit. I believe "Can't Get You Out of My Head" is from her, but I would
Kylie,
have to
yeah.
check her.
Yeah.
So she is her sister, and but I really think um, She's really popular in Australia.
Hmm. Cool. First of all, I'm very happy that Australia is still in the competition, because there was some kind of rumor, because like some kind of contract was done about the participation, and then they were a bit like on the loose about the participation. But they are still there. Nelson is bringing up a very good point, because, like, if you consider take a look at the map at Eurovision, you see a lot of gaps right now. Obviously, Belarus and Russia are not participating anymore, but also like Turkey for over a decade already, or like a decade now,
Mhm. Yeah.
and also countries like Bulgaria, which were like was smashing it the last
Mhm.
years,
Hungary. Hungary.
except for the last participation that was not good, but otherwise, yeah. Hungary definitely as well. Countries
My
like
favorite
Montenegro,
country ever.
yeah. Um, countries like Montenegro or North Macedonia, which
Yeah.
participated for such a long time. I'm pretty disappointed that they are not still there. Well, I think the results are coming.
Yeah. Belarus.
Yeah, so they're currently, I think, saying something about third place or something, because usually they say the top three or something. So
Yeah.
just to wrap it up, yeah, I really hope that the numbers are not getting lower. I'm very happy Luxembourg is returning. It's showing that people or like countries are actually coming back. Usually you have the tendency that they are losing it. And I really hope Romania is still in the running. I don't want to think about they are not um, there anymore, because like even though the last years were rough, Romania had some great entries and they came like third already. So they usually were a powerhouse, and
Hmm.
yeah, let's hope that they are coming back. I don't want to
I
assume it.
believe the the debutant prize is given now, and
Ah,
it's Peter Pan
Peter
Quartet.
Pan. Ah, okay. Surprised.
Yeah,
Because
it
that
was
was
not a
not my
popular
favorite.
song.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, luckily, like we're currently watching the live stream as well, and there are some comments which are like translating kind of what's gonna happen because like that's always a fun part. If it's not in German or English, I'm always guessing like what's gonna happen. Who won? Who won? Like oh, you have no idea
Yeah,
because you don't speak the language.
I
But
always look really closely at the comments.
yes, very good idea. It's
Like
final in
there
Sweden.
are a lot of people saying they are going to Eurovision,
Oh
but it isn't.
no. Genau, Adam hopes that there is the first Albania in final in Sweden. Oh, I didn't, right? Because 2013 they were pretty bad. 2016 wasn't that what was 2016? Wasn't that World? No.
No, that
And
was
that's why I love you. Oh oh, that was the one.
that was 26.
17,
No, 14, right?
14.
Wait, Albania in 2016 was a fairy tale.
Ah, fairy tale. But that didn't make it either, so you're right. Yeah. Well, it depends, I guess. Adam says that North Macedonia has confirmed they will be returning in Eurovision in 2025. Not believe it for now because there were rumors or sayings that they are going to be back next year already, and here we are. So I would love to. Don't get me wrong. And they're still participating at Junior Eurovision, which makes me very hopeful. But still, not sure.
I think this is the third place or
Third
best
place.
critic.
So this is the third place. Don't you think it's worrying that for the second year we only have 37 countries competing? Yes, it is worrying, especially because of the system we've got right now with two semifinals. And if there are less than 5 countries eliminating, then I'm thinking like, what's the point about having semifinals? I think this is the minimal amount of countries you need. Otherwise, it's kind of ridiculous in my opinion. Then you can just make one big semifinal, and then there's the question: why do you need semifinals at all? Because that semifinal it's going to be almost as long as everyone would participate, so it kind of makes it pointless. So let's hope some countries will return, and the EU should really do something to motivate smaller countries to return. I would say.
And there are rumors of Iceland, Ireland, and I believe Finland withdrawing.
You mean this
So
one, right?
yeah, and like Ireland and Iceland have doubts as well. So I hope we stay with 37 because it's already a small amount.
Yeah. Honestly, don't see that happening personally.
I
Don't think that's
hope
gonna
not.
happen. Yeah, I don't know. What do you
The
think about
winner of
Romania?
Festivali Kenges now.
Oh, okay.
We
So
talk
we
about
already talked
Romania.
about Romania, I
Romania
guess.
first.
So is that Eurovision or Festival Kenges winner?
I think Festivali Kenges. Wait, some people are saying two
So
people.
if so first the winner of the and then Eurovision.
Yeah, I think this is FIK winner. Yeah, this is FIK. I will turn the sign though. Oh, from 3 to 1. Well, I never understand Festivali Kenges.
It's a strange. So we will figure it out, don't worry. And that's why I love you. Oh, oh. 2016. I'm sorry. I tried.
Sorry.
So that's third or what? I did that?
Uh,
That was the second to last one. Okay.
who won it?
So
Oh
no, that was third, I think. So
no, it wasn't the
Deva
starter.
was third, at least according to the comments. That was the one with the guitar.
Yeah, it is a jury song, but it
Yes.
will not win the televote.
No, doubt it. I think it was like no
Second to
for me. It was
last.
pretty boring.
Yeah, it
Like I
was.
wrote down nothing except for guitar and soloist because there was nothing to write down for me. I mean, good for him. I mean, he looks pretty young, and yeah, That's a good result for him, obviously.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't send this for Albania, I would say.
No. Yeah, it was a rumor, right, Bailey?
Yeah, exactly. We shouldn't like turn up the heat about withdrawals because like the less hype there is about it or buzz, unlikely it's gonna happen, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite Albanian entry? For you, it's 2010. It's all about you.
I love the song.
Good for you. Don't like that.
No.
No. Is that your favorite or like one of your favorites?
Well, from Albania, I really like it, but it's not one of my favorites. Like the last few years, I really, really like. I like 2018 a lot,
Mhm.
but my favorite, I think, will be 2019.
Yeah,
It
Unita.
was such a good song.
Yeah.
And
My
for
favorite
you,
is 2015. I'm
no,
alive.
I'm Alive. Yeah, yeah, it was
Oh,
really good.
perfect. Okay, that's second place now.
Terry Georgie, I see people say, right?
Who?
I think Terry, one of your favorites.
Ah,
Yeah, Terry.
Stevie. Okay, good for him.
Yeah, good for him.
Good for him. So
I
second place for for the festival is
Yeah,
Thierry Gyori with Ne Ender, I think. He was quite early in the running with the white outfit. I was saying that he was pretty good.
yeah. But the televote will not choose him, I think.
Yeah. But so far we've got two male singers. Maybe that's a
Male
sign that
ballad.
maybe that's a sign that we're gonna have a female winner.
Alsa, maybe.
Maybe also. And just because you are placing here doesn't mean that you're out of the running for Eurovision. We could still see them as the winner.
Yeah,
Hard to.
for sure.
It's important to emphasize that. Um, they're really taking like making a stretch out of that, I think.
I didn't expect it to be turning so late.
Yeah, they were already estimating like over 3 hours of running time, and they are heading
Hmm.
towards 4 now. Whew. Eurovision, like the whole contest, does like the final is usually over at that time.
Hmm. Do you see
Yeah.
the last comment of Adam Green? Oh yeah, that one as
Yes,
well.
exactly. So please, I would love to see Slovakia back,
Hmm.
and I think they're broadcasting it, which is always a good sign. Okay, now
And
we're heading towards the winner.
yeah, and Adam Green, "Carry Me into Your Dreams" from 2009. The artist, I forgot her name now, but she was participating in this Festivali Kenges, but she withdrew, and that's why we have Peter Pan quoted
So who
as
won? Mal won. Elsa
no,
again.
Mal. You are
Mal?
kidding me.
Huh?
You are making a joke, right?
Ah! Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
I hope we can cut out the part what I said about that song.
okay. Never happened.
Never
Okay,
happened.
Mal City, the muscular guy in the leather dress, who
With
sounded like the Måneskin singer.
with
He won
Smandu.
Festivali Kenges in running order spot
Second.
2. Good for him.
Oh my god, how did
That was
this
a
happen?
surprise. How did this happen? Everyone's like, what?
But
Okay.
normally, like the jury really, really takes vocals in consideration, and I think we can say he had not the best. It was better than night one, but okay,
Yeah.
that's really funny.
Huh. Strange.
Oh my god.
So we've got three male winners, like
Yeah,
places from the jury, which is usually not what's happening for Festival Ikangas. Huh.
the comments
Okay.
are all over the place.
Yeah. Maybe they got distracted by the looks. I don't know.
The jury.
Yeah. Yeah, he's happy. Good for you. But that's kind of the fun part about Festivali Kenges. Sometimes it's like so random. Like
I'm
everyone's hyping something, and then it's like, oh, by the way, this didn't even come top three. It's this one. Like, huh?
I believe there's also always one song that the community don't like that much, and then it comes in third place with the juries. It happened last year
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
Atomike, with Two Farm, and the year before also with a guy, male singer. I don't remember his name, but the song was good, but I didn't expect it to be number three.
Yeah.
I don't know
So,
if they are going to say the winner or the top three with the televote. Last year it was top three, so I'm not sure.
oh, we need to be careful here. So, who won? Eurovision? No one yet. For the festival, Kenges, Malretko. Very surprising winner here. We weren't expecting that at all. Actually, would say it was last Yasha, but hey.
Of the whole season so far.
Season.
maybe
Oh,
maybe I have to rewatch it again and give it a fresh look.
okay.
Anduel Kovaci, wait, did he win? Is
Wait,
he
I
going
think
to
that was
Europe?
the winner.
The
Who
winner,
won?
not the third place, or Betsy? Betsa? Did Betsa won? I
Is that
can't
one?
follow.
What the fuck? I'm crying. Obviously confused. Who won? I think it was some. It was one Beza. There were two Bezas. Which Beza? Tell us. Who is coming on stage?
Oh, that was the second place with the fans. Well, okay.
She won.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, she
also
won.
one of your favorites, right?
Yeah, I told you. Okay, guys, you've got a winner. You are not as happy as you are when you're just second place. Oh wait,
Wait, I think she
wait, who
won.
won, Slay? I think
I think
so.
she
I'm
won.
still a bit confused. Yeah. Thank you, Lee. I'm
No,
not the
she
only
won.
one
She
being
won.
confused.
She won. She has the Eurovision thing in her hand, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
Okay,
okay.
perfect. So,
We have the
to all
third
the ones
song.
asking who has won, that was the one number 17, Beza Kokedima with Semren Nador. And I called it. I kind of
You
called it.
did.
So I'm satisfied. I'm happy. Even though it's a female again.
Hmm.
And people were saying like, hey, don't bring it up. So in the end, it was someone we have seen performing.
Yeah,
Not no Luan. Maybe the disadvantage about not being in the final was too much here.
maybe, yeah.
Um, yeah. So Stephen just said it again, Beza to Eurovision and one in Tirana. Yes. Um, there's just one for Eurovision. Yes, we figured that out by now. So now we know the winner. What do you think about it? Go into detail. What do you think?
Well, I really like the song. I do have to say that it was for me not the most memorable. So I do think it was a really good song, but if I have to pop the melody out of my head, I don't know if I could do it. I know it was diverse, not only ballads, also a little bit rappy parts, I believe. So I liked the song, and I remember she had really good vocals. She is a real performer with the outfit and the stage performance. It was really good. Um, I'm a little bit sad for Luan, but I don't think the community will ever forget him in the next years. It is a real icon, and maybe next year he can try again, and then as a remaining contestant, not a
Yeah.
debuting. I think she was one of the better options, and I think she can qualify for the final. If Albania usually uses a revamp, and I think this one will not be different, and the revamp will really, really make it popular, more popular as it maybe gets. And I really think I would love it even more and more when I listen to it more, because I listened to it 3 times, I think now. So I think this has potential to be one of my favorites of the season, but
Mm.
I have to give it more listenings. And you?
Which is always a bad sign. you need like one time listening, and then you need to say yes, this is the one.
Hmm.
Because ordinary Eurovision viewers, not like us freaks, we we don't like they don't listen to it several times. Maybe the small snippet part, but that's about it. So I liked it. It's different. It has a rap part, which is usually not my type of a cup of tea. Wow, my words. Oh my god, a cup of tea. But I think it suited that song. I like that electronical part as well, because especially in this type of field where there are a lot of traditional ballads, I think it
Hmm.
was something you were like craving, or at least I was, and I like this kind of elements. Um, so I like the background. It was kind of universum with different planets in the back. That was nice. And I mentioned, like, noticed the good vocals, even though this is something you could say about a lot of participants. Maybe
Hmm.
not about the winner of Festivali Kenges, because he's currently performing and it's even worse than the first time. I mean,
Also in the
yeah,
middle of the orchestra.
yes, exactly.
He's
Like,
ripping papers in the air, drumming in the air and stuff.
oh man. Yeah. I mean, good for him. So now since we know the winner, maybe let's go to the comments. Stephen, you say that the song doesn't know what it wants to be and it needs a lot of work. Ah, my favorite word, a word, revamp. I'm always like, well, if you're already participating in the national selection, don't you think your song should be already on par or like already revamped in terms of this is the one you should send for Eurovision? I'm
Hmm.
always a bit like on the nose in terms of, well, we can revamp it. We can revamp it. I mean, it should already be on point and for Eurovision.
Hmm.
And I
But
think it is. I mean, I
I
liked
have
it.
to say, Albania revamps, like, I believe, every song. So I think they will revamp it, and I think it will be even better.
Yeah.
But I
By the
agree
way,
with you. When the song got
yeah.
chosen, it has to be good.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, why is he performing again if he hasn't won? He won the contest in terms of the Festival Kenges. He won this festival. And we haven't seen Beth again performing. That was a bit strange. Hello, Caddy. Um, so hmm. Maybe it also shows that the main focus is still on the festival and not that for Eurovision, because that was quite quick. Like, hey, you won, here's your trophy, good luck, and see ya. And
Yeah,
then the winner of Festival Kenges was performing. I think that's something we should really keep in mind watching this show. Um, Luan Hodgepodge Fun says Luan should have won. Nice and Zwiggery. Ooh, of course there's Zwiggery. Ma has family members in the jury. There you go. And then they did make the public vote so Luan doesn't win. Hmm.
the last part I'm not sure of, but if he has a family
That's
member in the jury, it is questionable, but I don't know if it's true.
I kind of smell like another baby moment.
Yeah, oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Start the petitions for Luan Malmo 2024.
So you thought the festival winner went to Eurovision. That was true until the 16th edition. Last year they changed it up because like Albina and the family, they didn't want this the festival either. It was Elsa who was
Elsa Lila.
participating again, yes. So not the case anymore, which is so strange because at usually all the other national finals, it's like that's the main focus, and this is the one for Eurovision. Albania is doing it differently. You should just accept how it is. And that's like this is the reason why I'm not really in favor of a jury only decision, because it's always bringing up this rigorous accusations. Even
Hmm.
if it's 50-50, there's always something like, the running order was bad, or they made sure that the performance was bad, or some kind of jury member was rigged, or like
Yeah.
family or friends or whatever. And people, or like one of the arguments in Poland was like, this is not Christian enough, like for Jan or something, like WTF, honestly. That was so
Chanel and
strange.
Benidorm 2022 also, a lot of people said it was rigged, and now it's like the fan favorite ever.
She had 3% of the televote. I'm like, are you crazy? And then she almost won the televote at Eurovision, and she came,
Yeah.
I think, number one or something in Spain. Well, I knew it from the start. Thank you. So,
Hmm.
so strange. So Beat Gaming, hey, you're saying business song certainly needs work, but have potential. At the moment, it seems a little unimpactful, and like a song that doesn't know what it wants to be. I heard that already.
Yeah.
Francois Jose Udrain says, bad choice. If Albania is at the bottom or in the middle, do not complain. Send quality singers like Elsa or Nora. I remember it's a song contest. Maybe
Yeah.
they're better singers, even though like Bessa is a good singer. But for
Hmm.
songs, honestly, at least the one for Elsa, because I can't remember the one from Noah, um, wasn't doing it for me. And that was something really which would have been under the radar. So I am not really agreeing with this comment.
No, me neither.
Um,
I can't remember who is Nora.
yeah, maybe it was someone who was eliminated
No, she
or
wasn't.
participated last year or something.
Yeah, I think
Used to be.
later. She was not in this year.
Yeah, see. Okay. Lee said, like, still confused. So, jury for Festivali Kenges. Okay, done. And then televote for Eurovision. And that's Beza. And that's why we're talking about Beza, because that's our main focus. I mean, props to him about winning Festivali Kenges, but Beza is the one we're paying attention to mostly. Um, Lavindi is saying, I'm not sure if Luan would be the best option for Albania, but for sure would be more polarizing, that's my thought, than Beza. And if song is generating more emotions than the other, it usually means it shots for ESC better. Usually, not always. I've got a few examples where this is not true or not the case. Telemovesh is the biggest example, I would
Hmm.
say. I was so certain that this is going to qualify. And it didn't, and it wasn't even close. So sometimes you're really hitting it, and sometimes you don't. It's so
Yeah.
hard to say. Adam would have had Ronella and Saket for the final. Me too. I love the song, but the Eurovision performance wasn't doing it for me. It was so forced. It was way too much.
In Festivali Kenges, it was perfection,
Yeah,
but it.
especially
But I think I had it qualifying.
goosebumps from the start when they did that.
Hmm.
And this is something like I really am sad sometimes that songs must be cut into 3 minutes. I think Secret would have benefited so much more for like a 4 minute version. Um, yeah. And they should have kept it more in Albanian. Usually I'm fine with English parts, but I think it was more too much English for this kind of song. I
Yeah.
think the edition they had there was way better with just that one line. You're kind of getting an idea of what it's all about, but then it's all in Albanian. I think that would have been perfect. Hi, Vincent.
I,
We're almost in for an hour already.
oh my
We
god.
will, we will, I think we need to close that one shortly, but we don't know we haven't known the winner for like 10 minutes or something.
Yeah.
So that's why we're still here. Uh, hey, Chris, you're saying that it's more like Tenovish than
Uh,
ICS? What's
in
ICS?
Copacabana.
Ah, okay. Yeah. In terms of the
Mixed.
result, or what do you think? Because that would be pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Lee saying that Vanilla was dreadful in the semis. Yak, dreadful vocals. I think the vocals were okay. We know that she can sing, but she was doing too much. She was so distracted, and that's why her vocals were bad. And they weren't that bad. I think the overall package was too hectic, too forced, too sexual. Like I
Yeah,
like it if
maybe
people if it suits it. Do you remember Ukraine 29? Be My
29.
Valentine.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
the song.
I loved everything about it, and it was pretty like in your face, but it
Hmm.
suited to the song, and it wasn't forced, I think, because I think that song was supposed or what like was made for this kind of performance.
Really,
And I
yeah.
think Zekret wasn't. and there was
No.
a disconnect here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fossil, postmomentpausal, jury voting for a spoiled, annoying kid on steroids. We're in the fake parent. Okay, so I guess not a fan here.
I'm not the only one.
Staging dreadful. Um, about Ronella, right? Yeah. Ah, by the way, what did you think about the stage they had here at Festivali Kenges this year? Because it's usually something different every year. Did you like it?
Yeah, it gave me Hold Me Closer vibes with a big round screen in the background.
Uh,
Um, I liked it. I thought when I saw the whole stage and the whole arena, I thought maybe in the future, if they can make the arena bigger or a different arena, they could host Eurovision, but they have to invest really a lot in techniques. But I think maybe you could have like a Lisbon 2018.
18, yeah.
Yeah, it felt really classical. I think
Mm.
they could do it. I really liked it. And you?
Wasn't my favorite stage, to be fair. I preferred the one from last, not from last year, from 2 years ago with Ronella because it gave so many options and it was way bigger. I think that one was really stale and they weren't having much options and they weren't really doing anything else than just standing there. Was there any choreography? Not really, right?
Mm, in the other Bessa's performance, it was
Yeah.
with dancers.
Yeah, but that was quite simple, I would say.
Hmm.
So, yeah. So not my favorite, but it was bad at all. I mean, the focus was more on the orchestra again, I think,
Yeah.
um, which is fair. I mean, they're doing a very good job because every performance is live, and especially the backings. They remembered 22 songs of 22 different artists. Respect,
I
honestly, they're
saw a,
doing it
I
very
saw a
well.
lot of comments saying they were the real winners of Festivali
Yes,
Kenges. They
they
were.
are always,
They were.
always. It was better in the Avengers selection. I agree. Yes, that was still vanilla. Um, so Adam is interested to see Martina Sati from Greece will sing for Eurovision. Do you have any expectations about that?
No, yeah, I'm really going to let me get surprised. I think I will, because I don't know if you heard any songs of her, but the one with tick ta tick ta ta, I think is really special and different. So I don't expect like Eleni Furira, but maybe like a little bit like the national vibe of uh, Blanca Paloma, but then in a really more poppy song. So like a really mix of pop and folk. I think it will be really special
Hmm.
and maybe do really well again for Greece. And you?
Honestly, no idea what to expect. But Greece is usually bringing something I like, especially if they're having Greek elements into the song. Even though, like Stefania, who had like no real Greek influences, was pretty good. So let's see. Last year was a bit disappointing, though. I really
I
hope that,
loved
and I'm
Greece from
really,
2006 to 2013, and then last year
okay.
was horrendous.
Yeah, because he was barely singing. He was pretending like it's an up-tempo song, even though it was a ballad. And
Hmm.
that was something because I've seen the comments about like don't know where the song is supposed to go. I had that feeling about Grease last year. Like he had no
Hmm.
idea what he
Same.
wanted to do or what the song was trying to do. So that was not for me. About the staging, maybe Lee was saying that due to financial constraints, it looked very well, quite modern. I like the concept about the flames and the layout. That was good. I think they could have done like little tweaks, maybe to like broaden up the stage a bit to make it bigger, just to give them the artists a bit more options. Personally, I would prefer that. But otherwise, it looked good, and we were doing like watching the show through a YouTube live stream, and I think the quality was quite decent, pretty good.
Mhm.
And that's quite new because I remember last year that we had to watch it on their internet site, and the quality was pretty bad.
Mhm.
So, like, maybe we're spoiled already. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, a quick notice: the My Eurovision scoreboard just updated, and Albania is in third place right now.
Oh.
So in last, France first with a lot of point difference,
Uh-huh.
and Czechia in second.
Huh. Okay. Kind of surprising. I think I would say that this might be a grower in the fan community.
It will
I
be,
think it has, yeah, I think it has got
and
potential.
then with a revamp, it will still be
Talking about
last place
revamps,
results.
yeah, does Belza has material of the song to improve? I mean, she can sing, yes, she can, and will have nice staging, yes. I think she should keep that outfit. I liked it.
Yeah.
Albania is okay at staging game. Yeah, sometimes their revamps are side grades, but their main problem, formula. What do you mean about that formula? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Mm, maybe it's. Do you? By the way, do you think they are going to change it to English? Because that's always an issue.
Some verses maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. Um. Hey, don't know what that means, but maybe hello
Yeah.
in Polish or Czech, Czech, Dominic. Yeah.
Tak.
Hi. Tag. Guten Tag. We can say it
Guten
in German
Tag.
as well.
Goedendag.
Um. Love Greece on 26, Elena Shade. What's your opinion on the Greek victory in 2005? Do you like the My Only One?
Yeah, I like it, but I know most Eurovision fans go crazy for it every day. I really love it, and I am rewatching all the Eurovisions, but I'm now at 1961, so I have to go a lot back to see it, all the entries again. But I believe it will be my winner as well. It was a really, really strong song.
Definitely. Thanks for the clarification. Formula and teams of female contestants. Yes, but do ordinary Eurovision viewer notice, oh, Albania sends a female again?
No,
Don't think so. We will, of course, but I don't think that's the
with
issue.
red and black.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's is the main problem here, except for Eugen Bushpepper. That is indeed true. He broke the curse of females. Uh, okay, Lee is saying, right night, guys. Yeah, only 2 days to Christmas. That's true. Was such a pleasure talking to you, Lee. Thank you for joining
Bye
in.
bye.
Bye bye. Um, yeah, I think we should wrap it up. I think. Maybe one more thing, like a final prediction. Do you think she's going to be in the final, first of all? And second, which place do you think she's going to be if she can manage a qualification?
Well, as I said before, I really wasn't paying too much attention to the song. I know it was really popular, but I liked other songs way more, so I listened to them again. Luan, sorry, and yeah,
You're
it
still
hurt.
not over it, are you?
No, it hurts a lot.
Okay. Yeah.
But I have to listen to it again. But I, it's a good. What was your first question? If it could qualify?
Yeah, yeah, if it can qualify, and if it qualifies, which place do you think it's going to
Yeah,
be in the final?
I think it will get a revamp, and Albania is good in that. And it gives a beat, gives more flair and English. So I think it depends on the who is in the semifinal, but I think they could qualify, but then in 10th, 9th place again. And I think it will be the same as the last years, like 20, between 20 and 22. I think it wouldn't come last. I hope not that Germany will, but I think they could just edge qualification and then just do a little bit better than everyone thinks because that's
Uh-huh.
the way it always goes. But I think the song has potential to qualify. Yes. And you?
So like a normal result for Albania.
Yeah.
8 to 10 in the semi, and then 20 to 20 to second place in the final. I think she's got potential. I would say maybe top 15 would be possible for her, but I don't think she's gonna be at the top 10 or even close to win. That's my prediction. And you're saying that it's like a favorism of towards women? I don't think so, especially because the jury this edition had three male soloists as their
Yeah.
winner. So where's the favorism there? I don't really agree with that.
Same.
Um, and they are kind of stuck, that's true. But maybe also because considering the whole show, there are a lot of songs which are quite similar. And this is like Albanian music, and this is what they're going for. And Albania is really has an emphasis on Albanian traditional sounds. They are not
Yeah.
sending a very, have they ever sent a very basic and the best possible way pop song? Not really. Maybe I'm Alive,
Carry me into your dreams a little
but
bit,
that was
maybe.
also with Albanian touches, I think.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
was
yeah, yeah,
also a
you're
bit
right. You're
like,
right with the drop.
yes. So,
No, I think a lot of countries are in this position right now. Like the
yeah.
Netherlands is breaking it, Estonia is kind of in it, Sweden and Italy. Yeah, Italy is no, Italy not. But you see in Albania really that they are doing the same, and
Mm,
so again, Luan could have broken it, but I don't think the public, because I believe it's quite an older public as well, and really
mm,
Albanian and conservative. So I don't think we will see really strange acts in a way very soon.
yeah, I see. Okay. I think that's it, isn't it? Thanks, Yasha. It was a pleasure talking to you. Was it your first time?
No, no, no. I did
No?
Czechia 2 weeks ago.
Ah, there you go. So your second time, you did very well. Thanks for
Thank
the
you.
comments, guys. It was a pleasure. And yeah, Merry Christmas if you celebrated. And if we don't see each other again, Happy New Year in 2024.
Yeah,
And
Happy
then
New
the
Year.
real
Bye bye.
and then the real fun starts because that
Yeah,
was just the beginning, believe me. So if you like this, give us a like. You can subscribe to us at YouTube. You can follow us on Instagram, I think TikTok as well, and
yeah.
X, not Twitter anymore.
And read the
And
website.
yes, definitely.
Writing
So,
articles 6 times a week.
yeah, very good. See ya. Bye.
Bye bye.